Good evening and good Wednesday, and thank you for being a part of the program. We are just about done with the month of February and still looking like a very busy March weather-wise, and I'll leave it at that for now because we do have a pretty decent forecast to pass along to you. But we're not going to talk much about that tonight. It's another night of 57th District basketball coverage tonight, action tonight, both of which I'm on top of, and I'll have, of course, for you in just a few moments and on tomorrow's program. With that said, a host of other news and reports, some courthouse notes and arrests, and important news to cover before I leave you and head to the Montgomery County High School. That will as well include an update on the man that is accused of trying to and wanting to kill Circuit Court Judge Kim Childers at her place of work in Knott County just several days ago. I broke this story to you on yesterday. I have more information to pass along to you tonight. And in fact, that is where we will begin this evening. Last night, I was able to report that Timothy Krager of Knott County had been charged with a number of counts, several counts of possession of a handgun by a convicted felon by Knott County authorities. This after they executed a search warrant on his pickup truck in the parking lot of the Justice Center in Knott County back on the 13th. It's there that they found a loaded Ruger .44 Magnum revolver. Krager, a felon prior to all these charges and not allowed to have any type of a weapon. He was as well charged with terroristic threatening in the second degree, stalking in the first degree, and attempted murder, and as well as terroristic threatening in the second degree and intimidating a participant in a legal process. I knew last night that this was all related to threats he had made to the life of Circuit Judge Kim Childers. Authorities saying this taking place on the 13th and then later after investigating, executing a search warrant at his residence and finding a number of other guns there that he was not allowed to have legally. Warrants now shed a little more light on the details, saying that officers with the Knott County Sheriff's Department charge him with committing the offense of intimidating a participant in a legal process when he threatened Judge Childers to influence her opinion per a family custody case that he was involved in with his former wife in Knott Circuit Court. These threats made via Facebook posts and others over the course of the past several months, and that he committed the offense of criminal attempt of murder or terroristic threatening in the second degree and stalking when he stalked the circuit judge at her place of work, made threats to cause injury or death to her, stalking her at her courthouse, threatening to come to the Knott County Judicial Center and harm or kill her with a gun, and that he obtained a gun and drove his way to the Knott County Justice Center with intent on killing the judge. A tip, as I understand, led authorities to be able to stop him literally as he was walking from the doorsteps of the Justice Center back to his vehicle to retrieve the gun, where he was parked and going to be waiting for Childers or potentially anyone else as they exited the Justice Center going to their vehicles. And as well, he faces charges for threatening his ex-wife and using harassing communications in an effort to try to get her to change her testimony or otherwise as it relates to the custody hearing. In Montgomery County news, the second very significant seizure of fentanyl in Montgomery County in just about a week or so. You may recall that I spoke with Montgomery County Sheriff Bill Meade about the seizure that his department had done of some 40-plus grams of fentanyl. It resulted in the arrest of 5 individuals here in Sagersville. 43 or 47 grams, as it was, enough to be fatal to over 20,000 people by standards established by the government and others in regards to just how dangerous the drug is. That case still under investigation. Thousands of dollars were seized and guns were as well. In this occasion, this is what was seized, about 30 grams of the drug, nearly as dangerous, after a trespass complaint in the Flat Fork area last night resulted in authorities going to a home where they arrived and detained one individual with the door open to the residence, clearly allowing a view to see drug paraphernalia and a bag partially tucked under a couch that contained the large amount of fentanyl. It and other items were seized. The male suspect believed to be the one responsible for the possession or trafficking or whatever use of the drugs he had intended, fled the scene, and authorities are still conducting their investigation and search at this hour. Also, in speaking with deputies Tyler Lafferty and Donovan Watson and Eugene Sager as well from the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department, they told me of the arrest of a man from Indiana wanted in Texas, a fugitive from another state. Pulled over here in McGoffin County, found to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol while driving, charged with fourth offense DUI. 44-year-old Roman Nussbaum was ordered extradited, full extradition on a $40,000 cash warrant back to Texas, where he was said to be wanted on 2 Texas warrants for causing a serious alcohol-related collision that involved seriously injuring 2 people involved in that crash. He was in the Big Sandy Jail at last report waiting extradition. And in Johnson County, the Paintsville Police Department, around 5:28 a.m. yesterday on Lincoln Avenue, arrested this man, identified as 39-year-old Josh Francis of Paintsville. Paintsville PD saying that while responding to a Department of Social Services referral with authorities, they found multiple nude pictures of a 12-year-old that had been sent to this man's phone or electronic device via Snapchat and Messenger. Police got a search warrant for his apartment and cell phones and electronics, for which he gave them passcodes to, and it was there that police say in their citations that they found more pictures and text messages between the 12-year-old and Francis. He was charged so far with procurement or promoting use of a minor 12 years of age or under. More news in just a moment. Hey, a lot to talk about in basketball, but right now we haven't had a calendar in a day or so, and that's where we go next. Brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau, starting off with it looks as though, an anniversary wish tonight.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Every season brings its own challenging driving conditions and some more than others. Stay up to that challenge at Conley's. Check out their monthly specials on the best tires. Their $35 computer diagnostic and over 30 years of brakes and oil and maintenance to keep you rolling. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
February is American Heart Month, and because cardiovascular disease takes more lives every year than any other cause, we want to make sure you're heart healthy. By taking the necessary steps, checking your BP, your body mass index, and glucose and cholesterol levels. Improve your heart health and talk to any of our pharmacists today at Parkway Pharmacy. Yes, indeed. It says, happy anniversary, Riggs and Becca. Love, Chase, family, and friends. The happiest of anniversaries to you. Again, happy anniversary tonight to Riggs and Becca. Going on to calendar announcements, the weather, of course, has put commodities off and up here until this week for two of our, of course, most important organizations. The McGoffin County Senior Citizens will have commodities tomorrow, 11 to 1. Volunteers desperately, as always, needed. You got a little time off, you can go down and lend a helping hand. I promise you'll leave there being glad that you did. The Water Into Wine Food Pantry is announcing and reminding everyone their Senior Commodity Day is tomorrow, 9 to 11 at Water Into Wine. They're also going to be taking senior commodity applications Monday, March the 3rd and Tuesday, March the 4th, 9 till noon. You can apply at the Water Into Wine Food Pantry at the Lakefront Church of God. If you have any questions, call them at 349-6301. You have any questions about the calendar or have something to put on the calendar, pick up that same phone and call me, and we'll get, of course, everyone up to date on what you've got planned. From there, we'll go to funeral service announcements brought to you nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. First, announcements for 52-year-old Melissa Hope Wendland Pugh of North Buckingham Avenue in West Van Leer, who passed away Sunday, the daughter of Robert and Margaret McCauley Wendland. Melissa was employed as an LPN until her retirement. She's survived by her companion, Rob Caporal of West Van Leer, son Jacob Russell Pugh, and a host of family and friends. A memorial service celebrating the life of Melissa Pugh will be announced at a later date under the care of the Sagersville Funeral Home. 65-year-old Darrell Curtis Spencer of Hager Hill passed away Monday in Lexington, survived by his wife Reba Carol Mullins Spencer, 6 kids, 3 sisters, as I understand as well, and a sister-in-law. And services will be held at noon this Friday from the Holiness House of Prayer. Visitation will be Thursday after 5. And Beulah Absher, 86 of Sagersville, passed away yesterday. Arrangements incomplete at this hour, but to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home. It's as hearty as it is convenient. It's delicious, creamy, savory goodness all in one. Get a Famous pot pie while they're hot. Only $7.19 plus tax year-round. But only until February the 16th can you grab a home-style bowl combo. Mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, chicken, and cheese. Truly comfort food at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe. What are you going to get over your ice?
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Sayersville National. Now it's time to talk about basketball, and a lot to talk about there. First off, it was chosen earlier today. As I mentioned to you a few days ago, the 15th region not taking place at the Appalachian Wireless Arena because FEMA is established and working there. It's still a super regional format, but it's going to be hosted at Pike County Central, as was decided this morning. They'll draw for pairs Friday morning of this week. The girls' tournament will start this Friday the girls' tournament will start Monday, March the 3rd, this coming Monday, their championship next Friday. The boys will start their tournament on Saturday, March the 8th, and the championship for the boys bracket will be on Tuesday, March the 11th. A whole lot of basketball, though, to happen between now and then, and let's get to it and take you to the McGoffin County High School. First, however, before Game 1, a little pregame ceremony. Perhaps the one thing that's ever happened in the McGoffin County High School that he didn't know about. Because as you're about to hear, and most know, Neil Nehi West has been much more than the athletic director for a number of years. He served in many capacities, coach and the like, and it's a long, long list, and he's performed many duties that weren't a part of his job description as well. And assisted with everything from basketball, sports, events, academics, and otherwise. And deservedly so last night. Was honored on the court. Principal Brian Conley, our ball team and cheerleaders last night, the 2004 Lady Hornet District Champs and the 2007 Boys District Champs.
About a year ago, someone very special to our high school and to our athletics program started hinting to me and to others that this was going to be his last year and that he was going to hang it up and call it a career. He has meant so much to our school, to our students, to the colleagues that he's worked with over the years, to the players that he's coached, some returning with us tonight, to all the student athletes that he has supported and inspired, and for all that he's meant to our community. And he has done his job so passionately for 30 years that he has also forged relationships with the other schools in our district and across our region, and I'm sure even our fan base on the other side of the gym at this point knows who I'm speaking about. Neil Nehi West, would you care to join us? Nehi, whether this is the end or not, we feel like after 30 years, right now, in this moment, hosting our 57th district tournament, there's no better time than to recognize you and tell you how much we appreciate you for all that you've meant to us, how you have served us selflessly. And I want to thank you personally for all the things that I have never had to worry about, especially at an event like this, because Nehi West has taken care of it. Thank you.
I think on behalf of everybody that was here tonight, it's hard for us to think of basketball or any sports in McGoffin County without thinking of Nehi. He's just been instrumental in making sure that everything is run smoothly for so many generations of student athletes in our county, and I can't think of anybody really in our school system that deserves this honor more than he does. When you think about basketball or you think about McGoffin County athletics, you have to think of Nehi West if you've been around, and we're just so very appreciative for everything that he's given to us so selflessly.
All right, from there, it's time for the main event. We had everything we needed for a thrilling night of 57th District basketball. You've got the cheer, you've got the dance, you've got the fans, you've got the bands, everything we needed, and a packed house at the McGoffin County High School. Round one, of course, as we know, last night, the number 1 and the number 4 seeds, Johnson Central versus McGoffin County in the regular season, ended up with 90-43 for the Eagles the first go-around and 68-31 for the Eagles in the second go-around. Last night will be their third matchup on the season, and it would start off hot with a couple of threes, a pair of threes out the gate to set a pace early. Walker Russell and Dawson Montgomery getting us going early. But for McGoffin County, the gap started to grow early. Mason McKenzie's three here helped add to a 20-8, 12-point, that is, Central lead. Cut down to 10 with Colin Lovely's bucket near the first buzzer. And the Hornets started off the second with a couple of quick baskets to try to make up some ground. But the Eagles kept the hammer down, up double digits, 16 at the half. Where, by the way, A halftime ceremony shut everything down for a few minutes, including concessions.
Back in the fall, our district leadership team asked us to do a survey at our schools about how the year was going, and one of the questions was, is there any staff member that you would like to recognize? Overwhelmingly, we had one staff member whose name who kept coming up for what she does behind the scenes. I'd like for our concession stand workers to join me a moment. And Tammy Prater, where are you? Tammy, you are proof that sometimes greatness is behind the scenes. We thank you for all you do, especially here at our ball games. All right, we're off to the concessions.
From there, Brandon Shepard led Central in scoring with 28. Count them, 5 3-pointers. Mason McKenzie knocked down 22 points, 7 threes on the night. Walker Russell led McGoffin County with 17 as Central advanced to the championship in the 57th. 78-51 final score last night over McGoffin County, and they'll take on winner of game number 2, and that's where we're going next. The 2 and the 3 seed in game 2. Martin County and Paintsville split the regular season. Paintsville coming into the game last night at an 18-7 team, 17-8 for Martin County. We knew this was going to be a game, and a good one, and indeed it made up to all the hype. But I'm not sure if anyone expected it to start like it did, not even Martin County. I mean, they put on a class. Watch this. Bryson Dials opens up scoring with a big 3 right out of the gate. And then it's Bryson Dials who follows it up with another big 3. And it's Peyton Davis for Martin County from the corner. This is Dials to E-step this time, 2:30 into the ball game, and it's 2-12. And Martin County is golden, raining threes. Davis, again, nylon. There's still 3:30 to go in the first quarter here, and another from E-step. It's 8-19 Cardinals. What, you thought they were done? Parker Watts says not. And look at this. Davis, that's 8 trays in the first quarter with a minute and change left. And at this point, it's looking pretty good for Martin County. 16-29 after the first 8 minutes. But just when everyone but perhaps Paintsville thought it was over, Parker Helton drills a 3 to get Paintsville going. And Ethan Cole, nothing but net. And Paintsville gets back within 7 down the stretch in the third quarter. And Helton's 3 right here cuts it down to a 4-point Cardinal lead. 3 minutes left to go in the third. Who'd have thought? Paintsville probably. But that would be as close as the Cards would let them get. Final score last night, 77-63 Martin County final. Leading scoring for the Cardinals, Dials with 33, Watts 21, Maynard with 16. For Paintsville, Cole racked up 21, Lawfer and Helton each had 12 apiece. And now, of course, that sets us up tomorrow night, 57th District Championship, Central and Martin County in the House of the Hornets. I'll have more tomorrow on the super regional format and how, of course, as a reminder, if you lose in the first round, you've got 2 more games you can win to get back into the region and the final 8 players, or the final 8 teams, rather. And that's what, of course, our Lady Hornets are trying to do tonight, and our boys will be trying to do tomorrow night. But more on that tomorrow. 48 degrees tonight, mostly cloudy, and we have winds up to, 15, 18 miles per hour, 60% chance of some showers. We're talking about late, still 3 or 4 in the a.m. And tomorrow, showers pretty much wrapping up early. I mean, maybe by 8 or 9, we might even see skies pretty early become mostly sunny. Steady temperature right around 50, 52, maybe 55. That might be a little optimistic. Winds out of the west up to 22 miles per hour, 21, 22. So breezy tomorrow, but some sun, I think, after some showers early. And then another round of some showers late tomorrow night, and those might have a thunderstorm or two with them. Winds cranking up again out of the west-northwest to 22 miles per hour or so. That will take us, of course, into your Friday, where we have 60 degrees and sunny. It's going to be on the breezy side, I think, as well. 20, 22, 24 mile per hour winds, so breezy, 60 and sunny. That's not a bad thing. Saturday, those winds blow in some cooler air. Saturday, we're looking in at the upper 40s. Lows around 19 chilly degrees. I know you can't shake it. It's that time of year for Kentucky weather, and I think we should be used to it by now. Bottom line is partly sunny Saturday, cooler, and definitely cold that night. And there's your Sunday. Sunny, mostly clear or completely clear, and 39 degrees. So definitely on the chilly side of that. And nighttime lows back in the upper teens. So it's not gonna be 74 degrees like it was today in downtown Sagersville over the course of your weekend. However, temperatures do rebound, but more clouds and some shower chances than not. First half at least of next week. We're talking about Monday, mostly sunny during the day, and 47, 48. So a nice day there and improving temperatures. But it is Monday evening that we see shower chances start to work their way and weasel their way into the forecast. And then we see them continue into your Tuesday with the low 60s, mostly cloudy. At least a 40% chance of showers early. And then Tuesday night, that's a likelihood we'll crank it up to 70%. Wednesday looks to be a rainy one, at least. Light showers, not a lot of precipitation, but 65 and 90% chance of showers. And definitely cloudy skies Wednesday of next week. And that'll do it for tonight. I'm off to the high school. Hope to see you there, and most definitely back here tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.